Timeless Wood Care presents How to do Chinking. Step 1. Clean the surface area. Tools needed: a rag. Step 2. Fitting grip strip to gap. Tools needed: grip strip and a sharp knife. Always cut at an angle, never straight across. You do not want to leave a gap at all. Trim it to a perfect fit. Whatever you cut off from the one side, you have to cut off from the other. Check your work as you go, adjusting accordingly. Knots can be tricky. Top and bottom of the grip strip cuts are different on the top and the bottom according to the knot. Trim in place for fine adjustment. When fitting it in, be sure that the grip strip fits in straight up and down, vertically in other words. Step 3. Staple or nail the grip strip in place. This is optional. Tools needed: staple gun and staples, or a nail gun and nails. Hold grip strip when stapling around knots. Keep the grip strip straight up and down, vertical, not leaning in or out. If a staple pulls the grip strip in, use a sharp knife to trim the sliver to release the tension and keep it vertical. Cut ends angles to fit as needed. Overlap and cut precisely to ensure no gap when two pieces of grip strip butt up to each other. Staple on either side of joining ends of grip strip in longer sections. Go back and check your work to ensure all sections are nice and tight. Add a staple as needed. Step 4. Loading chinking gun. Tools needed: chinking gun, chinking, bucket pushy downy thing. Push firmly down. Unscrew in. Attach bucket thing. Push down handle release and pull up steady and slowly on the handle. Then tilt back the gun to release pressure. Screw nozzle on gun. Squeeze handle to eliminate air pockets and bring material to the tip of nozzle. Step 5. Apply chinking. Tools needed: chinking gun and chinking. Get a good amount in the corner to start. Take your time to apply in a straight line with even coverage. You might get surprised by an air pocket. Hold steady and squeeze handle to work out the air. Only go a little at a time so you can fully get a section smoothed out before moving on. Keep in mind that you might have to have multiple rows of chinking to completely cover the gap. Go back in between the rolls to fill any gaps that occur. Step 5. Spreading chinking. Tools needed: trowel and a mixture of 50% water and 50% alcohol. Spray small section to work as you go. Use trowel to smooth out chinking. Working out all uneven areas to a smooth, flat, vertical surface. Use different widths of trowels as you go to best accommodate the gap you are working on to smooth. Work to get a small section that you are focusing on at a time as smooth and flat as possible. Be sure to go back after you have a section smoothed out and wipe off any splatter that has occurred while it is still moist. Wrap a rag around the trowel to clean up the edges. This cleans along with keeping a crisp edge. Use straight horizontal strokes when smoothing chinking. Go back over this section and fix any issues noted to the desired smoothness. The smoother the better. Apply more spray to each segment as you go, as needed. If it's more sticky, spray is needed. Long strokes in the short section help to get a smooth surface. Bring down to smooth shoulder of edges that occur close to the top. Spray past where you're troweling. Bring high spots to fill low spots. Have rag handy to wipe off as needed. Here's a corner tool that works handy. You'll need to use the trowel from both left to right as well as right to left. Take your time, it's worth getting right. At the end of the section, if you're going back over it and needs more water, spray the water directly on the trowel. Step 6. Let it dry. Do not touch. Tools needed. Patience. Let it dry X amount of time initially. It'll take up to X amount of time to completely cure. Bonus info. There's a chinking pump. Tools needed. A powered pump and chinking material. If you do 2 to 3 lines of chinking at a time, it'll actually develop a film over it and will not spread and cause lines to form. Focus on one line at a time. It'll be nice and flat, which is the desired effect. Happy chinking!